Greetings, you guys. I am back with just a random video real quick. Um, this has been dropped on my spirit for maybe a few days. I think Sunday morning or Sunday afternoon. I can't remember. I had a dream. Um, the dream that I had, I wasn't sure if I should share this message or not because I know it wasn't for me because the person in the dream, the people, period, in the dream, didn't look like me. So, or anybody that I knew, um, like the mother in the dream and the daughter in the dream, of course, didn't look like me, nor my mother, nor me and my child. So I knew it wasn't about me, um, per se or specifically. No, like I feel like this is something specific for those that are meant to receive it. Um, yeah, it's meant for those who are meant to receive it. And someone close to me had mentioned a situation that they've experienced in their past, and I feel like that was confirmation. But I feel like it's a very sensitive topic, so I do just want to um, say right off the bat that this is not a message to trigger anybody by any means. This is to provide someone peace and freedom from that spirit of body shaming and body dysmorphia and um, essentially just to free you so that you can see yourself in the way that God sees you, your creator sees you, and to break yourself free of those word curses. And if I'm led to, um, I hope that this loved one does not mind me kind of sharing because the vision that I saw was kind of similar to what she was telling me that she had experienced. So the vision that I had, it was pretty clear. It was a dream. And I was seeing a girl, like she was in a living room or something. And I was looking at her from the perspective of the mother. Like the mother was sitting on the couch, but I could see the mother's back was turned. And I could see kind of the background, like the household and like other people in the house and stuff walking around, running around, whatever. And it seemed like there was other kids in the house or something. And the girl, she seemed like she was maybe no, like maybe between the ages of 14, 15, or 16. She wasn't that much old. She was like a teenager, yes, but she was like coming into her teenagehood, if that makes sense. And the mother was like touching her on different parts of her body, like, look at this, look, you over here. Like she was shaming her body. And the girl was very shapely in the dream, like she was, had an hourglass shape, and she was, a little thicker. And the mom was um, judging her and talking down on her, like, you need to slow down, you fast, and blah blah blah. And she was picking at her body and like touching the like her stomach and like squeezing it and talking about different parts of her body. And the girl was like feeling embarrassed, like feeling like invaded and just uncomfortable. I could just sense it off of her. And when I sat with this, I'm like, am I supposed to say something about this? Because I know that it's not me in the dream. I felt that shame off of the girl, but then Spirit gave me another revelation that the mother was jealous. And the jealousy came from the fact that not only physically the girl, was beautiful or attractive, and but that she was young and she still had a whole life ahead of her. So the mom, I feel like, may have saw herself as a failure in life or something like that. I just got the energy of it. I felt the energy of it that this mom was jealous and she could see the future of her daughter. She saw herself in her daughter, but at the same time, it's like she saw who she should have been or who she could have been, type of thing. So instead of dealing with her own stuff, she's taking out on her daughter and word cursing her and shaming her body. So for those of you that resonate with this, I just want to pray that I pray over this and I call forth God and the Holy Spirit to free anyone that's listening, any woman, any young lady, or any young male that deals with body dysmorphia and has been shamed because of it. Had it been coming from a loved one or peers growing up, or maybe you still get body shamed. I mean, I'm gonna be transparent. So I'm used to being a smaller size. Like my height, like younger years, I was a twig. Like when I was in elementary school, I was a twig. I was skinny. And when I got into middle school, I started to develop a shape a little bit, but I was still small all the way up into my early 20s. Even after having my daughter, I was still fairly small. Like between, like, I've always been in the middle of remaining a size 7 in my adult years until maybe a little bit around um, when I turned 25, 26. I started to, become a little thicker. And I remember the guy that I was with at the time was like, "Oh, you getting big like your aunt so and so," and that really hurt my feelings. And I remember one of my little brothers seeing me. He was like, "Somebody's getting big, right?" So sometimes, like, people will say things to you that they don't mean to trigger you. They just say it, because they're not used to seeing you like a certain size. And some people say it to put you down. And I've had both. I've had people um, say things to me online, troll me, and call me fat and all kind of stupid stuff. And regardless of your size, I wouldn't say that I'm fat. I'm thicker. I'm not a fat person. And even if you are what people consider fat, that doesn't take away from your worth or your value. And I had this discussion with, like I said, the loved one that we were talking about body shaming and dysmorphia, and how, Lizzo, she's athletic. She can, if I'm not mistaken, she could do the splits, she could play the flute, she can dance for hours on stage, versus a woman, I think she used the rapper Sweetie, I think that's how you say her name, how, she eats McDonald's and stuff, but she looks like she's physically fit, right? So it's how we look at bodies and say, oh, they're unhealthy because they're thicker, or because maybe they're really thin, and who's to say that that person doesn't take care of their body, right? Or we see someone with muscles, we automatically think he or she is healthy when maybe they don't have a healthy diet. You know what I mean? So it's not about who's more beautiful, who's not, who's healthy, who's not, per se, and more so based off of the physical appearance of things. So I just pray for any woman or man listening, or young person listening, that you free yourself of that, and that you see, when you look in the mirror, that you see what God sees. You see the light of God on you, not the physical, and that you come to love who God created you to be. And if it's something that you wish to change, do it because you want to see that change, not because of the illusion. I cast down false imaginations and any high thing that is not of God and God's truth about who you are and who God says you are. So I send you guys much love, whoever's out there listening to this and watching, that this gives you peace and reassurance. I know it's a process, it is a process to uncover and unpack and take back your power as well, from the word curses and from, the bullying, especially at adolescence and young. And if you hear it constantly, you start to believe it. And that is of the enemy. That body dysphoria is not a natural way of seeing yourself. It is a distorted view of you to make you hate yourself. That comes from the enemy, and I cast that down right now. I rebuke that spirit of illusions and delusions about you, your image, your body image, who you are, right now. In the mighty name of Yeshua, I pray that off of you right now. And I send you love, and I send you guys peace. Thank you so much for listening. I hope this was helpful to whoever this was meant for. Y'all be blessed. Y'all be safe. Take care. Until the next reading. Peace.